Alright, so last time when we played, I ran out of echoes slots. That is what we're cleaning up today. We're going to go through one character at a time. We're going to make sure I have somewhat optimal. Whatever I don't have optimal, I'm going to write down. That I can farm for later. Oh yeah. Ignore that, that's just my daily. As long as I'm okay on wave plates, which I'm maxed. Alright, well we're still going to clean up echoes first. So this is why. I have one mailbox slot left. And the rest of these are echoes. So let's clean those up, shall we? We're going to start with resonators.
Where my blades leads.
Perfect weather for a walk.
Nice.
Sometimes I get
Anything.
another day, another gotcha. Let's reach farther destinations together.
I guess I could start with Yang Yang. No, I didn't build her anyways. Which is a shame because I do have her like mostly built. Oh, I don't want to switch.
Let's reach farther destinations together.
There's the button.
Why hesitate if you know what you want?
We could start with Baiji. Then we'll start with.
Why hesitate if you know what you want?
We'll start with Baiji, and then we'll skip Lumi.
Eyes on the horizon.
I don't think we really used Lumi. Yeah, we don't really need her anymore.
Why hesitate?
Alright, so we're going to do the 3 4
I should try to
stars,
smile
and then
more.
just start
Let
at the
me be there.
bottom
I'll do
and
my
go through
best.
all
The
the 5
experiment
stars.
begins.
We'll probably skip Calcharo as well. I haven't used him in a long time.
I'll
Alright,
do
let's
let
start.
Make this quick.
Why hesitate if you know what you want?
Oh, I fat fingered
Where
already.
my
blades leads. Try it.
Why hesitate?
Let's reach farther destinations together.
I'm rethinking because I don't know if I want to
Why
spend resources on
hesitate
these.
if you know what you want?
Yeah, let's focus on characters we already have built. Alright, so let's look up. So I think how we're going to do this is I'm going to be using Game 8. Less advertisement for them, but more for they're consistent in their updates. Funny. Alright, so I believe I have her pulled up. Let's see if this translates well. I didn't do it. Let's try again. There it goes. Okay, so they say endgame TOA and Wuwa A. I built her just because I needed a healer desperately because we just keep getting more and more teams. That seems to be the issue. We just keep getting more and more teams. So with that, every team needs a healer or a supporter. So it's saying Stellar Stephanie is the best thing. That is definitely not what we used. Yeah, I have Comet Flare. Oh, how do I get back? There we go. Yeah, so even variation is better. But it does say the Bellborn Geo line is the best. I thought the best one was, yeah, that's Fallacy No Return. Already off to a great start. Alright, so they say 43311, which is pretty standard for building echoes. And then as I'm doing this, if you guys have any questions for me, let me know. But for the most part, I'm just going to be going through these one at a time. Alright, so they said healing bonus, energy regen, and HP percent. What I'm reading for is to see if there's like a number we're supposed to hit. Yeah, the fact that this has Stonewall Bracer just tells me this hasn't been updated in a long time. Yep, we're doing Rejuvenating Glow, so that's not a big deal. And it doesn't say there's like a stat we're trying to hit. Okay, so as long as we just have healing bonus or HP, energy regen, and HP, we should be fine. Yep, we have healing bonus, energy recharge, energy recharge, energy recharge, HP, HP. These aren't perfect, but I'm pretty happy with these. Pretty much everything has energy recharge on it. I'm gonna call this a win.
Where my blade leads, triumph follows.
Alright.
Make this quick. I have experiments underway.
Mortifi is next. He has Static Mist. We're gonna check what he needs next. Yeah, more Teffy builds. Nice, and it did stay. I think that's what killed the browser beforehand, is I switched it before I shared it and it didn't translate well. Highly agree with this. A overall, but I'm game S and not double S. I really like Mortifi and Shenhe. They've really helped me when I was trying to get... when I was in that spot of like not having 5 stars, and these were my 4 stars, they're really good. Oh, so they actually said to use Empyrean Anthem. Did I switch to that? Looks like I did. Alright, sweet. Yep, Static Mist or The Last Dance. I believe I have Static. Yeah, Static Mist. Which is crazy that beats The Last Dance. This is a standard banner weapon versus a premium weapon. Okay, so they're saying crit. You can usually, when you see crit rate, you can exchange this for crit rate or crit damage. There's usually a reason for why they're suggesting rate over damage, but if your echoes roll one way and you get unbalanced, you can switch it out. For example, let's say all your 1 stars roll crit rate, and now you have over 100% crit rate, you can flip this to crit damage. It just depends on how your echoes roll for what you really want to do. I personally like the fusion damage over the energy regen, but I don't believe the energy regen. Like, the energy regen is fine, especially if you roll really well. And then attack percent. Let's see if there's like a number we have to hit. Yep, he's for heavy attack damage, and I don't see any numbers. So yeah, so just crit in general, then energy recharge, and whatever else you want. I haven't had too much of a problem with energy regen on him, so where is he at? Yeah, so I'm at 132, and I have an okay amount of energy regen. I really like the high crit rate, though, because he just hits hard all the time. So that's why you see my crit rate so high and my crit damage a little lower. So let's see if we can improve any of these. Alright, so we rolled double crit on the crit for the first one, so that's really good. Plus energy regen. I don't think I can get much better than that, to be honest. We rolled double crit. We could do the regen, but I'm not super worried about it. Yep, another double crit, another double crit, and another double crit. If we really wanted to, we could re-roll these 1 stars, just because you get so many. But in all honesty, I'm pretty happy with this as well. So let's look at the next one.
Where my blade leads, triumph follows.
So far off to a good start.
I should try to smile more, you say? Like this?
Okay, good. So she does have the Emerald of Genesis. Yeah, and Sunhwa is really good. Yeah, hers. I only have mine at 59,209, so that tells me she needs better. Yeah, she needs better echoes, but not by much. Every little bit counts. So I'm gonna mess up how to spell her name though. Sanhua. S-A-N-H. Yep, I think it's close enough. Excellent. Ooh. I don't know if I agree with S. They probably don't say double S just because there's 5 stars in the game. But as 4-star sub DPS goes, I would go double S. Yeah, exactly. People are voting double S. Yeah, she's a basic attack amplifier where Mortefe is the heavy attack. Alright, so they say Emerald of Genesis, which is what I believe I have on her. Then what do they recommend? Moonlit Clouds, really? Yeah, that's what I'm running too. Okay. Yep, 43311, which is what I have. Then we want crit. See how this says crit rate or crit damage? They're pretty interchangeable, just whatever you need. Glacial and energy recharge. Just checking messages before we get going. Okay, so let's look at what can be better. So we're looking at Moonlit Clouds. So we're going to do Moonlit Clouds as the filter. We're going to start with 1 stars. Oh yeah, nothing rolled double. I'm glad we looked. Alright, so let's see. Oh, this is why. We must have deleted some of these already. This is in Moonlit Clouds. Alright, do we have any of these that hit? No. Dang. It's funny because this one's crit rate. This one's crit oh, because it's crit damage. I must have wanted the crit rate. I was about to switch it because I was about to want in the energy regen. So I really only have these 3. Who is this on? This is on Quaijin, it looks like. And this is also on Alto. Why is this on Alto? Alright, let's fix that. Alto shouldn't have anything. Yes, remove. Alright, so that's confusing thing 1.
While the moon
Confusing
cycles.
thing 2
Your call. I'm ready.
is why do you have the Moonlit Clouds set? Alright, we're going to put a pin into Sunhua. We're going to skip a bit because I got to figure this out and maybe we can reuse his echoes. Q-I-U-Y. Q-I-U-Y. Oh, nice. They're saying double S. Wow, that's a lot of votes. His own damage is quite underwhelming. It isn't strong at S0. You need S3 or higher for him to be a decent DPS unit. I don't know if I agree with that. I think I have mine at S1 and he really slaps, and I even apparently have the wrong echoes on him. Alright, so we want Law of Harmony and Sierra Gale. Do we even have Law of Harmony? That might be why he has the... Yeah, we got some. I was gonna say that might be why he has what he has. Okay, so what are we trying to replace? So we have 1 crit. We have a double crit damage arrow times 2. So we have mostly double crits. But we have 1 single crit and 1 crit missing from this as well. Let's see if we can start with that single then. Let's see how far we get. This is going to be weird because we're going to switch them out. Do we even have 2 echoes? Okay, we do. Let's switch this one out first and go to straight upgrades. We're going to see if we can find a comparable, yeah, like a 15. So this is what? Molten Rift? Oh yeah, this is a 1 star that hasn't rolled yet. We can reuse that. Then we'll add like... I'll do the big guy. Alright, remove that one. There we go. We're going up to 15. Yep, don't show again because we're consuming it. Then we can go to here. Alright, didn't roll well. Sometimes I bring them up to 40. So it's really efficient to only bring them up to 15. Sometimes I bring them up to 20 if they have a desired stat, but because he didn't roll at a regen, the best we can get is double crit, no regen. So we're just going to trash the puff. And then in the spirit of making this a bit faster, I do have quite a bit of resources, so we're not going to trash as much. Alright, so we're going to straight upgrade to 15. Alright, and that did roll crit damage, so we're going to go a little farther. Excellent. So let's do that to 20. That's defense. Nice, we just get some back. Alright, so we didn't get it. That's gonna be trash, that's gonna be trash. Now we just keep going. Oh. There we go, just want the 15. Yep, not gonna continue on that one. So that's 8. Not going to continue on that one. There we go. We got a crit rate. So let's increase this. In fact, we'll just get a 25. Alright, so we got a double crit. And what I like about... So first thing we're going to do is lock it. So we don't delete it by accident. And then what I like about in Wua, they tell you... They'll highlight which stats are desirable. So I couldn't remember if liberation damage is a good or bad thing. Obviously, any kind of damage is never a bad thing. But it's just... The highlight is just what you're looking for specifically. So, I would argue... Defense and HP are bad rolls because it's not what you want. But any stat is better than no stat. And then the defense liberation damage bonuses, again, it's not highlighted, so it's what you're looking for, but it's still a useful ability. Alright, so that's one. Let's see, because we need some Sarah. We need some, what's the other one? Sierra Gale. I guess we could flip over to that. Alright, so since we know what we want, I'm going to hide the window, the browser for a bit. So we can just focus on upgrading. Alright, let's just remove what we have then, so I don't lose track. And we will repurpose those. Alright, so we have one in here. We have a ton of Sarah Gale too. I wouldn't say a ton, but we do have some. And then what's the Remnants Fenrico? So they say to do Fenrico, which I'm guessing is Law of Harmony. And we only have one... Yeah, we have one crit damage and one crit rate. Alright, so let's just do crit rate first. And then we're going to repurpose our 15s. Yeah, so now that we know we've been leveling up, we've been using these chirp puffs. So we can go ahead and reuse them to get our resources back. And, that gets us close to 20, so we'll see what we get here. And I'm doing a little more just because we only have 2. Yeah, so that's pretty bad because so energy regen is good, but if we had a second crit, I would have done it. But I just don't have another crit piece. We already burned through the 15s already, so we're going to use resources. We're going to 20. All right, so this rolled well. Crit rate plus energy regen. So we're going to complete it. Oh, no. I want to see what it rolled. Ah, I just got attack. All right, so we're going to use it. Even though it's a crit damage piece and we're looking for crit rate, it rolled well enough. But we're going to have to farm this. So let me get that written down. Enrico for Law of Harmony. All right. So then we have to find 2 more pieces. The browser said 43311, and we want arrow damage. So crit, arrow, and attack percent, which makes sense. After all of that, are you kidding me? I only leveled up an HP percent? What a waste. Tragic. Okay, I'll have to filter that out. I just forgot to filter it out. I just assumed we did. Alright, so where's the other filter? So we want arrow. There we go. We only have 1? Alright, if we only have the 1, that's fine. So we'll go down a slot. Make sure we're on arrow. Go up to 15. Didn't roll well, so we go next. Go up to 15. That rolled really well. Let's take it to 20. Or 25. And I do this just because I have a ton of resources and time. Or to save time. Alright, so we got energy regen and crit damage, which is not terrible, but it's not great. Let's see what else we got. Nope, next. Arrow damage. That rolled well. Let's take it to 25. Dang. It's like it's mocking me in the same way. Look how close these stats are to each other. They did! They're like identical. Even though the percents rolled different. That's crazy. I think this one rolled better too, higher percentage-wise. Alright, last one. Oh my gosh, hell yeah. Alright, now we're just looking for energy regen. And regardless of how it rolls, we're using it. Alright. There's our guy. So heavy attack damage bonus plus double crit rate. So the best crit damage we got was 19.8. Yeah, so it rolled like middle. Not quite the 10, not quite the 7. But I'll take it, that's huge. So this still we need to farm for. This is good. So we have 3 pieces of harmony. Yeah, we need to redo the 1 slot. Get the F out of here. We'll keep this one locked just in case we need it. That's embarrassing. See, it is embarrassing because it's like this rolled attack. So some of them were attack, some of them were HP. Oh my gosh. Attack me instead, please. What is it? What's still highlighted? Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's try this again. So this is double HP Here we go. We could start eating some of the ones we already did. So what's it? 15 of these. 13. There we go. Alright, we got crit rate. Let's take it to 25. Open for crit damage and energy recharge. Nope. We'll lock for now. Let's even grab another 15. That's fine on some of these 10s. Alright, we can go... Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Ha! I wanted to use purples, that's why I started mashing the button. Alright, we're gonna skip. 15 is fine. We have energy regen, so we're gonna take it to 20. Nope, it's dead to us. So that's good, that's good. Again, we got energy regen, so we'll increase it to 20. Ooh, we got crit damage. Are we gonna get the crit rate? Nope. I know, we're just locking all these, like, single-use ones. Once we get more, we'll start trashing them again. Crit rate. Very good. We'll just take it to 25 then, really. Didn't hit the button. Also didn't hit the button. Ooh, so no double crit. They're rolling well, we just want a double crit though. Alright, we still got a bunch of attack. Excellent. Take it to 20. Or 25, sorry. There we go. Alright. Lock it. So now we have... Wow, that rolled really well. It's basically all damage increase. So you got basic, skill, and heavy. Okay, so that gets us attack percent, double crit. Then this gets us arrow damage, double crit, and then this gets us the main one. So this gets us our 3 Law of Harmony. So these other 2 slots are going to be the Sarah Gale. So let's start with the 3-star. And we want not attack. We want arrow damage. There we go. That's interesting that the carapace is locked already. And then same thing, we would normally level them up, but I'm going to start eating... Oh, these are the single crits though, right? Yeah, don't unlock those. Thought we had some to destroy. Okay, we have this one. Alright, I guess not. So we'll just do the one then. 15. Alright, didn't roll. Next. It did roll energy regen, so we could do one more. It's teasing us. Because we got crit after that. Dang. We'll use it if we have to. Yeah, uncheck that one. Arrow damage. Again, energy regen. We'll see if this takes us anywhere. Nope. I'm gonna delete that later. Yep, next. Yep, next. Just taking them to 15 one at a time. It's crazy how much resources you go through just to like not get anything, right? Alright, yeah, we got crit rate, so we're gonna continue. We're gonna bring it to 25. And nothing. That sucks. So we got, what, 2 locked? Yeah, because we can kill that, and then we're gonna kill these. Alright, we still got quite a bit. Nope. I'm gonna check messages. Alright, we're good. Alright, we got a crit. Take it to 25. Dang. Just double defense. Alright, 1 crit. See if we can get a second crit to save our life. Alright? To save our sanity, as it were. Nope. So if you're wondering why I'm locking all these are usable in case a new character needs them, so I don't have to do this later, but anything like these are unusable, so we're just gonna trash them later. The important thing is that we're actually going through these, so I can get space back. Keep going. Alright. Alright, so we got crit rate. Let's start eating some of the older ones. Yeah, like these. 19, 21, 24. Looking good. Alright, we're still on arrow damage. It doesn't matter which one we do. Hey, there's a good crit rate. It sucks though. These rolls are not the greatest. Hey, we get one crit. Let's see if we get the other. Hey, let's go. Lock that for sure. Alright, so we got double crit now. So now we just need a 1-star attack. Yeah, let's get that going. It's 25. I was gonna say we could level this one up to see if we get the other crit, but these are already 25. Dang, and that one rolled really well too. Okay, let's check this one. We'll start from the top. Nope. It is dead. Oh yeah, unlock that. I'm not sure why these are locked, so as we level them, we're going to unlock them so we can reuse them. It's crazy that we already blew through like half our supply. If I need to, I'll start eating the ones I have, so I'm not super worried about it, but it does mean we're going to have to go farm echoes at some point. I thought I had way more materials than I did to just do one character's upgrades. Alright, so we got crit damage. Let's take it to the max. Yeah, I'm aware. It popped up saying there's no more. That sucks. Honestly, I guess we can lock it. I was tempted to reuse it because these two rolled so well, but it also rolled in a different way. I don't know if we'd ever need double defense, though. Especially on arrow. This technically rolled energy. Let's see. Let's see what 20 brings. Alright, good. It's trash. 15, 15. Next one. Man, the crit right off the bat too. Let's see if anything else happens with this. No. It's so disheartening when you get these pieces. Because it looks good in the beginning and then ends up just not being. Yeah, like I'd much rather just have that. Like if you're just gonna tease me, just make it bad right off the bat. Yeah, it rolled energy regen, so we can try one more. Nope. Nope, we don't need that one either. Alright, we're still in attack. We're good for attack for a while. Honestly, should start eating these because we have so many. Go to the next one. Alright, we're looking for a Seared Gale 15. Yep. Oh, that's arrow damage. I still stand by that. We can eat these as well. We have the normals and the arrows. There we go. And now we start leapfrogging. Yeah, that did not roll well. All right, crit rate. Let's see if we get the other. Oh, we're gonna back out for a sec and re-upgrade. Since we're running low on the yellows, we can just fodder the bottoms. So that's to 19, that's to 21, that's to 24. There we go. So it takes 3. Curses. Still not it. I thought we had it. There we go. Alright, we got crit damage. Oh yeah. Again, we can just start foddering the bottoms. $19, $21, $24. Takes those 3. Hey, we finally get it. Alright, lock it. Pop it. Alright, so we have double crit, double crit, double crit, double crit, and 1. So the way I can make this better is if I farm for specific stats with double crit. But the real way is to get the better Reminiscence than Rico, because I'm missing a crit damage off of this. So I probably have really low energy regen. Yeah, because I'm not seeing any energy regen, which is kind of shitty. But his stats are good. Yeah, 73, 258. Yeah, because I could really get it to 270. Probably get another 10% with that 4-star change, but that's really good. Yeah, the crit rate, the extra crit rate is coming from this. And then I also have him C1'd. So it says I can't be interrupted and I gain additional 20% crit rate increase. Which I don't know if that... I didn't check when I got the C1 if it actually pumped it into here, but I'm assuming it is, because he's at 73. So I just thought this was too good to not do, because 20% crit rate plus non-interruptions is huge. Yeah, and I could do this, but I don't know if I want to spend two more resonance chains just to get there. All the resonance change 6s though look crazy. I just don't want to spend the money to get there. That is the downside of free-to-play and low spenders, is you just don't get resonance chains like that or constellations at all. Yeah, you don't get max resonance chains as free-to-play. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So that's one character down from leveling. Let me grab... So we got one thing we can improve upon, or we have to farm the 4-star version, specifically for Law of Harmony. So this could be better. But outside of that, we're doing pretty good. So what character were we on before this?
Why hesitate if you...
Make this quick. I have experiments underway.
Okay, so it wasn't Mortefi, we did that. It was Moonlit Clouds, that's right. That's right, I remember now. So let's get, let's see what Moonlit Clouds says. So Sunwan's best. I can bring the page back up. So it's saying... The Imperience Huron 43311 with crit, glacial, and attack %. So They do say you want some energy regen. Oh, what is this saying? This is saying best echo stats. Yeah, sub DPS build. Yeah, I agree with Moon of Clouds. Okay, makes sense to me. Turn that off. So why were we here? Yeah, this is why. Because we already have a double crit just sitting here now. So we're going to switch that out. So we had a crit rate, crit damage, crit rate piece that replaced the crit damage, crit rate piece. So I may be a little crit rate heavy, but honestly that's fine for what this is. Alright, so then we want glacial. Yeah, it makes sense. The other was arrow because we were using it on Quinyon. We could improve this. I don't know if I'd want to, especially for how much we just spent. Oh, but they're all one crit. Oh my gosh. All right, we'll come back to this because I want to see if we can build other characters. Other characters have higher priority, but just because I'm running out of resources. This is a good one to note. Alright, so next one to evaluate. So this gets us our 4 stars.
Why hesitate?
Where my blade leads.
Got a long bucket list. Good thing I've got time to check every box.
Let's see where Cheese is at. So it's saying Thread of Severed Fate, which I have so little of. It's so funny. You have one crit rate 4-star. Alright, so let's look up Chisa. Windows cap. So her best. Here we go. 3 Thread of Severed Fate, 2 Havoc Eclipses. So I don't want to level the Havoc Eclipses until we know the Thread of Severed Fate. And it's just 4-3-3-1-1? Yeah. And then we have crit attack percent or Havoc damage. Oh, we'll do the Havoc damage. So it's Havoc damage, attack, crit. That's crazy for a healer. Alright, so we're going to equip and lock this for now and not level it. We don't even have a Havoc. We have attack percent, so that can get locked. And then this is defense. Yeah, so that didn't help us any. And then we do have Havoc Eclipse. And we do have some partially leveled. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of 10s. I might take some of these energies and make them to 15. But I don't want to level these without the counterpart. Yeah, that makes sense. I leveled a bunch of these because of Kamea. Yeah, we have the Havoc for the same reason here. We're not even using these. That's crazy. Okay, so we gotta actually farm for Chisas. What's Linnea's? Pact of Neo-Light Leap. And right. Alright, so before we get too far on these, how many echoes did we actually delete? Barely 20. That was maxed. I mean, I guess some's better than none. So a lot of these were random or some of the newer ones for Linnea, so we're just going to go through and start cleaning this up. So at least this gets me some mailbox space back. Yeah, your backpack is full. That's what I figured. Alright, back to
Where my
resonators.
blade leads.
Alright, so now we have 20 and 12. So is it actually supposed to be Pact and Rite of Gold? Pact of Neon Leap and Rite of Gilded Revelation? A lie. There we go, Lene. Good, this is still up. So... oh, it just says 5-piece Pact of Neon Light Leap. That's interesting. Is that for main or sub DPS? Okay, so this is saying for Spectra sub DPS build. Yeah, the Rite of Gilded Revelations for main DPS build. Okay. The weapon's the same. So 43311, we're actually going to build her as a sub DPS. Yeah, we're just going to build her as a sub DPS because there's a future character I think that's going to use her. So we want 43311, High Vacia, and then Spectro damage, energy recharge, attack percent. So that's pretty standard. Okay, which one's the one we wanted? Pact. So Pact is the sub. Yeah, which makes sense. It's the first. Wait, how did that work? Did I just close it? Oh, I didn't realize when I minimize it, it also minimizes on the recording. That's cool. Sweet. So what do we have for Pact? We have some attack percents that we can start leveling. See if we get lucky. Let's sort. Just so we don't get mixed in with the HPs again. Is there any of these we want to delete? Like, I have some of these just sitting around. But they rolled well enough, they're just not heavily used. Yeah, like Electro, single crit. Yeah, like these we just got with single and double crit HP. So like it may look like I have a ton, but they just rolled weird. Alright, so 10s and lowers I might reroll on. That's fodder. That I'm not sure. Right, that I'm not sure. Alright, so I have 2 20s. 4 20s that are fodder. Ooh, yeah, that looked... yeah, 5 20s that are fodder. So all these 20s are fodder at least. I'll have to come back for them. There we go. We did get a crit rate right off the bat. I'll take that. Alright, going to 25. Hell yeah. That is super lucky. Alright, well, the downside is you can only have one Echo of the same type, and these all are Geospider 4s, so I can't use any of these others. Let's go to 3-star, and we're looking for Spectro damage. So we want... not attack percent this time. Spectro. I guess we'll do attack percent second. We didn't roll any. Awesome. And then in here, we want crit rate or crit damage, and all we have is crit rate. So I don't want to level crit rate without the crit damage, but we will lock these. So that's all we can do for these two.
Where my blades lead.
So now I guess let's just start from the top.
Triumph follows.
Double crit. So Chisa we have to farm, Linnea we have to farm. I'm just making notes so we can start grinding. My goal is to clean up as much as we can tonight. So we can just delete everything, because I'm very done. It's like I've been sitting on these echoes for so long. I'm just going to delete, and if I have to refarm, I have to refarm. So I just need space badly at this point. Crit damage. So this could roll better, actually. So her main, which is crazy, because my Gust already does a lot of damage. But there's an additional 4-star that we could be doing. Yeah, like that. That's my craziest echo that has ever rolled. We're still missing a Crown of Valor. That's probably good enough. Yeah, that rolled really well too. Okay, good. So we're not getting rid of the 2 energy regens. That's debatable if I want to level up another Void Thunder. Do I have a Void Thunder we can just steal? Yeah, because that's the crazy one. Yeah, we want to go by attack percent. Not looking like it. I thought we may have had one leveled. Oh, but if they're locked on people, we gotta go to the bottom. Alright, so double crit, no energy regen. Double crit, no energy regen. Single crit. Dang. Okay, so if I ever want to improve Calcharo or Zhang Liao, I can also improve Augusta, but it's only a minor because I would just be rolling for better crit stats in an Echo. Or not Echo, energy regen. So that's a maybe. But for sure, we could do these top 2. Alright, so let's look up Augusta's build to see if make sure I'm doing the right one. So we're looking for... Oh, that's how to build her. Am I the right one? Augusta. Banner release, best builds. I am the wrong one. I have no idea what happened there. Just wouldn't let me scroll. Alright, 3 Priest Crown, 2 Void Thunder, 4-3-1-1, the False Sovereign. Okay, that's exactly what we have. So we're just looking at Crown of Valor. I guess it doesn't matter if we have crit damage or crit rate. Now, what's her stats at right now? I guess we want crit damage. I have a ton of crit rate. Yeah, her weapon helps a little, but that's only 12%. Alright, so back to filters. We want this, 4-star, crit damage. I guess we can do both. Crit damage, crit rate. So I have a crit damage piece. Then I have a crit damage, crit rate piece. I never got both. But we do have more options. Yeah, it's another crit rate, crit damage piece. Okay, let's look at... so we still want Crown of Valor. We want Electro damage. So let's get these done. Oh my god. Sorry, I've just been at this for a while. Alright, let's try that. So, trying to find a double crit piece, electro damage, Crown of Valor. Yeah, so we just don't have that many. Arrow. I wonder if this is for Ino, because she's Arrow. Havoc. Maybe that was just a mistake. I've done that before. Alright, alright, let's do electric. We had some 20s to burn, so we can burn through some of those. You know what, let's not. Let's save the 20 for the 4-star. Any luck? Did roll regen, so we'll try going another one. Nope, dead to us. Another 20. 20 slot to eat later. Here we go. Wow. Alright, if this rolls crit rate, this could be another god tier item. We're just sending it straight up. Oh my gosh, so disappointing. We'll at least lock it. That rolled well. Yeah, it rolled better than what we have. How does that work? Oh, because I'm in the wrong slot. Yeah, I was trying to replace it. Then we had the crit rate, crit damage piece. Yeah, we had the crit damage, crit rate piece. There we go. I don't want to break my build. Alright, so crit rate, heavy damage. That's what we replaced for energy regen. So we did get a more usable piece. Yeah, that's the last one. So make sure these are unlocked. Make sure these are locked. Alright, so we did get enough grade, but not a great one. So with that in mind... 54... 258? I thought our crit rate was higher. $62.2 crit damage. This was Electro. That's why. Oh, that's Havoc damage. That makes sense. So I did have a crit rate piece, and now we have a crit damage piece. That's why her numbers changed. Which I'm still okay with this. This is a solid piece. But now we need more crit rate. And this is crit damaged. Let's look for these specifically. Are they in order? False Sovereign. I think there's a way to... what's the full title? No, it's just the False Sovereign. There should be a way to filter just that. There we go. Perfect, that's what we want. So right now we have crit damage, single crit rate. I think we might actually want a crit rate piece. It's really close. Alright, let's just start leveling on. Let's see what we get. Alright, we got 1 for crit rate. Wow, we got it right off the bat. So we have a crit damage, crit rate, crit damage piece, which is better than what we have. We're really just missing out on skill damage and basic attack damage, which is fine. But I did like that skill damage. It does a ton. But I'm not going to trade a crit stat for it. Pretty funny. Crit rate, crit damage versus crit damage, crit rate. Alright, let's see where we're at. So we have double crit, not double crit. So we're still missing a crit stat. Yeah, and it's noticeable because it's 53, 272. I bet you crit rate is this crit we're missing too, isn't it? Yep, sure is. So... the real question then becomes, do I switch energy regen and heavy attack damage for crit rate? At least they both have heavy attack damage. So is it crit rate versus crit damage and energy regen? Yeah, it's not a great look either. I'm trying to make a decision. Yeah, crit damage, crit rate, crit damage. So we do have double crit damage. Crit rate, crit rate, crit rate, crit rate. I don't know why her crit rate seems a little low then, because this is on the crit rate piece. Oh, gosh darn it.
Where my blade leads, triumph follows.
Yeah, 61 crit rate. I'm really just missing out on the crit damage. So it's 61.4, 256. $61.4, 256. Yeah, it's pretty significant both directions. Yeah, I guess I'll take the crit rate piece. It does matter because her final burst is so strong, you'd want it to crit. It'd be so sad to do all that work and not crit. There it is. Nope, that's again not what I wanted. Oh my gosh. Crit rate, heavy attack versus crit damage. Excellent. There you go, crit damage with crit rate, crit damage. Alright, so we can farm for Augusta's 3-star. Why does it say... I know it does say I have 3. It's the Echo skill that's turned off. Yeah, because it's saying Crown of Valor, 3 of 3. Void Thunder, electric damage, 2 of 2. Excellent.
Where my blade.
While the moon cycles, I
The next
remain
is,
the anchor.
you know, we're looking for another Crown of Valor. Ooh. Shoot the other half. I want the banner release, I want the build. I'm just checking messages I haven't looked over in a little bit. Alright, so we want... It's so funny that she's Gauntlet. It doesn't even seem like it. Wow, only 313 votes for Uno. She's really good. I love her playstyle. Okay, so 3 Crown of Valor, 2 Peace with Lady of the Sea, 4-3-3-1-1. Yeah, and a crit with attack. That's what we have, right? We have attack. Yep. Wow, that rolled really well. Holy shit. Ah. Yep, so double crit, double crit, double crit, single crit. Single crit? That's surprising. So let's look for, yep, we're on Crown of Valor. Now we're looking for Arrow. As I mess up the button pressing. That's part of what makes this so frustrating, this whole process, is just that it all just starts blending together after a little bit. Alright, here we go. So arrow damage, crit rate. We have one more we can try rolling on. Alright, let's go for it. We'll burn one of the 20s. Yeah, Nightmare, Chirp, Puff. going away. Oh, what am I doing? We don't even know what it's gonna roll. Let's just do the 17 then. Yep, that's done, Zod. So defense, yeah, we're not gonna do that. Okay, so then we have... This didn't help us at all, so we're still crit rate. We're missing a crit damage. And we're missing a crit rate here. So we're really looking for a Lady of the Sea then. So we're doing the opposite filter. We want that one. We want to stick with crit damage because that seems to be working well for us. Alright. See if we can go find that 17. Okay. Perfect. Oh. Yeah, I didn't roll anything. Just keep paying it forward until the game learns. That's fine. Ugh. Do we need that? Crit rate. Did roll energy regen. Maybe? Are some of these? Oh, we're looking for 20 anyways. I thought we were looking for 15s. Alright, energy regen crit rate, that's a really good sign. That is not, but is it better than what we have? Gosh, this isn't even locked. Let's lock them both. So energy regen is 9.2. They rolled the same. It's a crit rate versus a crit damage. Ooh. Yeah, we can eat that. I did have 15, so I was right. Oh, wait, that's an HP. Those are the only crit damages, or do I not have the filter, right? Oh, that's it. Those are the only crit damages. So we could try a crit rate just to try it on for size. Probably not what we want, though. So we have double crit damage on us. I guess we do want the crit rate. So we're missing a crit damage times 2. I like that. 83% crit rate, just always crit. Probably bad to have, to be honest. They probably should take one of them as crit damage. But now I see why I wanted the crit damage piece. I have so much crit rate. Do we even have a choice with this one? Yeah, we do. We have another crit damage, but the crit rate rolled so much better. Same with this one. The crit rate rolled better by 1 stat. Alright, I'm gonna call it. We can farm these. We're gonna have to farm these echoes. So you know the 4-star and 3-star 1 crit stat. So who's next?
Where my blade leads.
While the moon's understood, I am here to
We can
serve your
check
will.
Shorekeeper, but in all honesty, that's pretty crazy. There's no energy regen either. Wow. So I got double crit, double HP, no regen. That's a little ridiculous. Everything else is energy regen though. Yeah, as long as I'm over 250 energy regen, which I am, yeah, that explains why Shorekeeper's so good. Okay. The Shorekeeper is perfection. Do I even want to change that top one? No, I'm not even going to entertain that. Not switch. There we go. So we already looked at these two.
Understood. I am here to serve your will.
So we already looked at the top 3. We already looked at the middle 3. So next up is Galvana.
Got a long bucket list. Good thing I've got time to check every box.
There we go. So Galvana has 1 crit stat missing from the 3-star. 1 crit rate from 1 crit stat from the 4-star. Then 1 from the 1. So Galvana can actually be improved quite a bit. Which is crazy because she actually does a lot of damage. 3-star, 4-star, 1-star, 1 crit stat away. Let's see if we can improve any of this. So first of all, we're looking for Konosaurus specifically, which we had to farm just to get this one. I don't know if we want to lock it. It does have fusion damage. All right, let's try it. Let's try our luck. If not, we'll eat it. So we'll burn a 20. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Let's just burn it as is. Nope. Kill it with fire. Honestly, we just destroy the rest of these. This one rolled really well. We're looking for the 4-star then. Yep, that looks right. It rolled double crit rate, that's so funny. What do we need on her? I'm okay with standby and crit rate. There's a ton of crit damage for some reason. Is her weapon crit damage? Oh my gosh.
Where my blade leads, triumph follows.
Yeah, her weapon's crit damage. That's the only way. I was like, there's no way her crit damage is that high with so many substats missing. Alright, so we have double crit on Konosaurus. We have double crit here. Missing a crit on the 4-star. I didn't realize we had double crit. Oh, because I have double crit attack. This was fusion. That makes sense. Okay, that's why I leveled it, so I wanted to see what the difference was. Okay, so we have double crit there, double crit there. We need to improve the 4-star and the 1-star. So this is Flamewing Shadow crit rate. Which I'm okay with, because we actually have quite a bit of crit damage. I just don't have any other piece. Oh my gosh, it's the only crit I have. Okay, what does this look like for the 1-star? These all Flaming Shadow Wings? Oh, both claw prints just happen to be the 3-stars. That's funny. Let me look this up. I want to make sure I have the right 2 and 3. Flame Wing Shadow needs to be the 3-piece. Oh. Okay, Flame Wing Shadow is the 3-piece. So I do have this right, even though it's a little weird with the 1 stars. Alright, so Flame Wing Shadow, 1 star. Attack percent. That's what we're looking for. We can't double up. So because the baby Saurian has such good stats, we don't want another one of those. So we're going to skip all these. And that's it. That's all we got. Well, now it's making sense why we have this. Alright, so it's double crit, single crit, single crit. Why is the filter button not working? There it goes. Crit rate. Alright, so it's another farm piece. So it's 1 star and 4 star. Alright. So then we want... Who's next?
The power to split
Cardothea?
and merge matter.
Yeah, her stats look slightly off, so I bet you this is another... Yeah, we're missing a crit stat on Fleur-de-Lis. Oh my gosh, we don't even have a crit stat on the Kelpie. That's embarrassing. You have double crit on everything else, though. I don't think you can... I don't think it's going to let us do double Fleur-de-Lis, so we have to have the Kelpie. And we don't have another. Okay, we have a crit damage. This is crit rate, this one rolled crit damage, so we can swap them. Let's see what we get. Nope. Disappointment is what we get. Well, that explains why we have... Wow, it rolled really bad too, double defense HP. I am tempted to put this to 25 just to, like, get a crit stat, right? Even 1 as an improvement. Yep, crit rate improved. So now I can burn this. So crit damage. Oh my god, you can have double... I didn't even think about that. You can have double crit damage. What does that even look like? It looks OP. But yeah, we're gonna flip one out. So if this is the crit damage piece now, we now need... This is the crit rate piece. Yeah, so this is crit damage. We're swapping for a crit rate. Yeah, we can reuse that. Alright, we got 1. And just 1. But is it an improvement? Ugh, not really. We'd give up energy regen. We'll keep it locked, but that's not exciting. Alright, we're not even going to entertain that idea. Wait. We're looking for... We have crit damage, crit rate. Crit rate. Crit damage. Are these all crit damage now? Oh no. Oh no, there is a crit rate. Crit damage piece too, and we're gonna take it from Rover. Woof. Yep, here we go. Did it give it to Rover? Okay, so it did swap them. So at least the piece is going somewhere. So we need both 4 stars farmed. Did my stats go too crazy? Nope, we're still at 65, 250. We'll add it to the list. 4-star times 2 crit stat improvement. So then...
The divinity may foresee the future of the world, but I doubt they can predict which song people will play tomorrow.
That's nice. So she has Gust of Vulcan, which is a different one, which is why we can't give her this piece. So we need an arrow damage times 2. These do not roll well at all. Do we have a bunch of Gust of Vulcans? Oh, we do. We're just sitting on stuff. Do I want to do 1s or 3s? Which one's the most improvement? Oh, this. This is the most improvement. Alright, so we want arrow damage. Yeah, this is what we have. So we'll take any arrow damage, Gust of Vulcan, that isn't the bear. Because that's why we can't use this piece. That makes sense. How much arrow damage do we have now? Okay, there's a good chunk. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. So, start here. And we're running a little bit low on our goals, so we're going to start eating the 17, I think is what we're at. Yeah, except it's the 15. Ooh, that's exciting already. Putting it to 20 or 25. Dang. It's still locked. It's still good. So this we're just going to unlock. I have no idea why I have this. This one is at least better because we have 1 crit stat. But really, we need both of these to improve. So keep going. That is a crit on air we can reevaluate with. That can go. That I'm not sure. That can also go, but we already have enough. So we're just taking them to 15. Nope, that can go. Unlock that. Hey, we got 1 stat. So let's take it to 25. Yikes. We just can't get the double crit to save us. Oh yeah, we have a 25 to eat. Yeah, that's fine. That can go. Nope. Oh yeah, this is 16. That. Oh, that's nice. Just one. Do that. Nope, still not it. Not sure about that. We'll lock that. That can go. Oh, we do want 15. Well, the good news is we're blowing through all these echoes, so we can get more slots back. Even if it is a bit tedious. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions if you have any. I know this isn't the most engaging, but it is something that has to be done, and I didn't want to cancel tonight's stream. So we're going through, I'm trying to find other things we can clean up while we're going through these. There we go. Hey, we got one. Bring it to the max. No go again. Ugh. Okay, so this is still a 0. How many more of these do we have? Still quite a bit. Oh, wow. Alright, so continuing here. I have a 5? I don't know why, I just have a random 5 at the bottom. I was seeing if coming from the bottom was any quicker. It's not really. That's not really doing much for us. What else we got? Yeah, that didn't work much. Shake's head, man. What can you do? Ah, this explains. I was like, I thought we had way more than this to shred. They're getting locked for some reason. Yeah. We got these 3. Guess I'm not unlocking them. So we're still working through the same slots. It's good to know I have enough resources. Hey, here we go. Crit rate and energy regen. That's huge. Let's see if we can actually get a usable piece, though. We see crit damage. Nope. We're gonna have some really solid 1 crit stats. There it is. Okay, crit rate. Oh, nope. So if you ever wanted to see a video of just all the rolls, this is it. Wonder if there's a way to like speed it up. Ooh, crit damage. Nope. So now we're out of the... Excuse me. So now we're out of the ones we've been doing. So now we gotta hunt down others. Crit rate right off the bat. Let's see if this is a heartbreaker. Just like the rest. Oh my gosh. I forgot to hit the button. Yeah, there we go. How many more of these do we got? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I want to keep using our mats, but I don't use a 25. Could use the 21, I guess. That doesn't feel great, though. Oh, excuse me. These some crit stats on, I'm not sure what that is. We might want to level it up one more time just because it's crit rate. Yeah, I guess we're going to use these mats. There we go. Crit damage. Let's see if we get the other half. This is statistically insane. How many have we gone through and just not gotten a single one? Oh my gosh. There's only 4 left. As soon as we get like one working one, we'll start trashing a bunch. I'm like hesitant to trash them all too, just because it's of this. Maybe we'll just keep a couple. Insane. 3 left. Yeah, I'd much rather do that and just start over. Oh yeah. 15. Nope, that's not what I wanted, but sure. I'd much rather have it fail right off the bat than tease you with that one crit stat and then just waste your mats. Alright, looking good so far. Dang it! Oh my gosh, so close. Alright, last one. We'll feed it the other one since it's the last one. So it knows what disappointment it is. Alright, we got one crit. Dang it. Through all that, we didn't get one usable. Alright, they're all locked, right? Yep. Alright, so we're trying to beat attack crit rate. And these rolled crit damage. This didn't roll bad. This rolled energy recharge crit rate attack at 8.7. That's 6.3. So if any of these did better than an 8.7, we're going to use it. Honestly, that's really good too. Alright, so 6.3 and 8.7 crit rates. It's just like better. Damage, crit rate. Alright, so now what's the numbers? 7.5 and 8.7, so 7.5. There we go, wow. Wow, 9.9 crit rate. Alright, so now we're trying to beat 8.7. But we can't have two of the same. Well. Oh, this rolled energy regen. That shouldn't be locked, which is not good. The rest of these, I don't even know what all this is. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we went through all these. I mean, it did improve, but not by much. We still have the 1 stars to do too. Okay. What is it? Do we want attack percent? Oh, we didn't even look it up. CIA. Yeah, it is CIA. There she is. Best teams. Go Siona. She's... Oh yeah, what's her best? Yeah, I don't have her Woodland Aria. You have the Static Mist on her. 4-3-3 on 1. Fleur-de-Lis on Gust of Vulcan. Attack percent. Yep, looks like it. Ooh, that's a 2. That's 1. Oh, arrow. That's not going to affect us. So this is another field of disappointment. It's just single dudes. How many attack percents are there? Okay, there's not that many. Like 7? I think the majority of the ones we have to burn are 25, yeah. Which is crazy. Yeah, we'll eat this just so it goes away. Let's see if we have anything else. Not really. We're really just eating this one too, just so it's removed because we don't need it. And we know we don't need it. Alright, so crit damage. Let's push it up. I'm trying to just use different math so my numbers don't go to 0. That sucks. It's technically better. Here, we'll give this guy a shot. Alright, crit damage on Sekritos. And it's gonna go away. Oh, no, it's not, because we're still looking for double crit rate. My bad. Alright, that can go. Lock that. Now the game begins of eating the 15s again. Nope. We'll clean up the order once we get through it. Bang. Keep leapfrog until we get one. Not that one. Alright, last attack. No go, huh? That's crazy. Is there any, since we have the filters on, is there any, we have double, we basically have crit rate on everything. Is there anything better than this, or is it not even worth my time to evaluate? So we have crit rate, liberation, and energy recharge. Let's see if we can find another crit rate energy regen. Is that it? Man, not even that. So this is crit rate 6 to 9. That's crit damage. Yeah, what's her... I might flip to that just because you get more stats. What's her numbers at? 92, that's hilarious. Oh my god, 92, 178. No, I'm surprised she feels like she does a lot of damage, but that is clearly lots of room to improvement. Holy cow. I'm gonna bump her up on the improvement scale. Is it literally everything on her that needs improved? Yeah, she has the 4-star. It's both 3 stars and 1 stars. Insane. My team slaps too, so like I can't believe it could be improved by that much.
Where my blade leads,
So
triumph follows.
Got a long bucket
off
list.
that?
I'll do my.
Let me be there for everyone.
Anything I can help you with?
So we have 5
you
left
like
to
a
do.
Anything I can help you
Let's
with?
see if we can blast through them real quick. Double crit. So Zani use improvement. It's what? 1, 2, 3. It's mostly the 3 stars too. That's the Eternal Radiance. That's fine.
Today will be a fine day.
What is Phoebe's? Evie's missing 2. And what else do we got? Rosia. We'll skip her for a second because that's her
I
counterpart. I'm
alone
gonna
will
look at
decide whether it's for show or for battle.
yeah. I'm gonna look at Carlotta's. Okay, Carlotta's is stacked. Jeez, no wonder she's so good. Oh my god, I've never seen. I didn't know one of my characters had 3,000 crit damage. Well, there you go. That's a perfectly statted resonator. All right, so we don't have to worry about her at all. Oh, this is Rosia. Yeah, Rosia's the same boat. Does she have... She does have her tragic comedy. Yeah, here you go. 91 to 50. That's another great one. Why is hers so crit heavy? Not in the echoes. Ah, it's because her tragic comedy is crit rate. Well, there you go. There's another really good statted resonator. So we got 2 down.
Where my blade leads.
So let's look at Kamea.
Would you like a fun game between the two of us?
Kamea is also really good. What's their stats at? Yeah, 63, 283. Yeah, those are really good too. I don't really use Kalcharl. I don't really use Yinlin. I don't really even use Encore anymore, and I used to use her pretty heavily.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
Oh my gosh, Verena's on Jinzhao Keeper. I'm gonna look up Verena just for that. Yeah, and her 4-star. Let's look up Verena. Is it VE or something? V-E-R-I-N-A. V-E-R-I-N-A. Yeah, it's E instead of A. Where is... Yeah, Stellar Symphony, of course. Oh my gosh, so they're talking about variation? Do I even have that? Switch. Comet Flare. Okay, I do have 3 of them, so I don't want to refine them. But I do have it. But I don't have Stellar Symphony, which obviously is the best right now. This is just attack percent. So it's saying interest skill, the wielder, increase the wielder's attack by 8% and HP by 10%, lasting 15 seconds. So that's not terrible. What is variation? When resonator skill is cast, restore energy. This effect can be triggered one every 2 times. Sure. I'll take energy regen over attack percent. Let's see how far we can upgrade these. Get a bonus little leveling. Alright, so we would need... Oh, yeah, can we auto supplement? Perfect. I probably have enough resources, we don't even need to worry about it. Yeah, exactly. This helps clear out my weapons. Auto supplement again. I'm okay with that. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, that looks good. Sure. There you go. Excellent. So that should help there. What's our stats that we're trying to shoot for? So it's saying I now have the best purple weapon. Then we're going to do healing bonus, energy regen, attack percent. Alright, so we have energy. I know we don't. Hang on. Where are we at? So I have crit. That's hilarious. Energy regen, and attack percent. What is her stats at? So I have 223 energy regen. But I actually have a decent amount of crit on her. She definitely heals for quite a bit. Oh yeah, aren't we supposed to also do fallacy? This is saying crit, which we can lock this. I don't think we need healing bonus necessarily. What do they recommend? Attack percent? Yeah, healing bonus or attack percent, energy regen. We do have double energy regen already. Maybe we just go for another energy regen? Is that even possible? Doesn't look like it. Does look like we get healing bonus though. We already have one of them built. Oh my Hey, Island Marie 23. I'm doing pretty good. We're going through echoes tonight, trying to clean up my backpack. I was sitting when the stream started at 3,000 max, and then I had my mailbox also maxed, -1. So it's been pretty crazy. Thanks for the follow, by the way, too. So we're on to Verena, and I was debating on flipping out. So I apparently built her crit rate, which is like such a weird thing to see. Stream's going good. It's been a little quiet today, but I've been doing echo building, so I get it. It's not the most exciting thing to watch, but it's been fun. I've been cleaning up quite a bit. I got a list of stuff I got to farm, and we're going to delete stuff here in a bit. Okay, so crit rate versus healing bonus. I think we have this one built already, so we're just going to take it. We're not too worried about the substats. We already have double energy regen. So I've been doing Wuthering Waves at the moment. I need to go back and do Octopath Traveler 0. That was the game I was streaming before Wuthering Waves hit 3.0. And then I have... this weekend, I was going to do a surprise game on the 17th and 18th. assuming I can get some personal stuff done before this weekend. There's an old game I played a year ago that I did not stream that I was going to play this weekend just to finish it. So, but yeah, I typically stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I thought I'd be done with the Wuthering Waves patch by now since I've been playing it so heavily, but there's just a lot to do. Fixed schedule. So I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then 9 p.m. Eastern. There's like 9 to midnight. Yeah, that looks right. And then, so that's my set schedule. And then any time I have a free weekend, I also try to stream Saturday more towards the evening and Sunday more towards the early afternoon. But I can't say that they're guaranteed, if that makes sense. Custom stuff on my channel? I'm open to it. I just haven't done a lot of custom just because there's usually a cost. You know, I've had artists reach out to me and be like, hey, do you want to do this for this amount of money? And honestly, my channel is just new. I'm just not making any revenue at the moment. So I'm trying to get followers. I'm trying to get views. It's just slow going. Alright, so we'll save on the Rejuvenation Glow as well. Alright, so we have... I think we have enough data. So let's go through... How much backpack space did we free up? So we're at what, 30 some? Okay. Let's see what we can delete. Sure. My Discord is the same as my... let's see if I can get my Discord info. So you can send me the info. I wanted to say it's the same as my streaming name, but it might have like a number or something to it, which is why I wanted to double check. Yep, sounds good. Yeah, send me what you got. Okay, so for as far as databank goes, let's see how crazy we can get. Let's do batch merge. And we went through... I think we want to delete all 1-star and 3 stars. And the only thing we really didn't go through was Zani, Phoebe's, Rejuvenation Glow, and Void Thunder. So we can kick pretty much all of this. Is there any Sarah Gale that I missed? Yeah, Eno and Quenya could use some Sarah Gale. Same with Havoc Eclipse. Oh no, Havoc Eclipse we can actually go through. We don't need more of that. Lingering Tunes we can get rid of. Got Frosty we can get rid of. Midnight Veil looks like we can get rid of. Gust of Vulcan I think we can get rid of. We went through a ton of those today. Tiebreaker Courage. Ethereum we're going to keep just because that's a good set. I'm pretty sure we can just delete the rest of these. Let's keep Dream of Lost going forward just because they're the newer sets. Eternal Radiance. Moonlit Clouds. I think I'm going to be happy with that. So confirm. And we're just going to start deleting. Pending. Alright, I accepted you on Discord. Okay, let's just start deleting. How many 100s are we gonna do? So that's one batch. Oh yeah. That is a keep my filter. I did. Oh, so good. Keep going. So 200. 300. 400. 500. 600. 700. 800. 900. We're just gonna keep going until I got nothing left based on this filter. 1,000. There we go. 1,100. Oh, just shy of 1,200. Yep, 1,214. So we can stop there. Nice. So we did 1,200, but because we're feeding into our own filter, it doesn't look like it. So we did just about 1,200. No, we did do 1,200, and then we quit, even though it says, you know, we're at like 900 and some change. So the best part about that is I can finally hit claim all. I can finally collect all these. Oh, is there more? Could it not claim all the claim all? There it goes. Finally! I have a clean inbox and nothing got deleted. You saw it asteroids and stuff tied to it too, that's why I was getting a little nervous. I'm just double checking manually. Alright. So, with that in mind, now we can actually, like, do our dailies. I know I've been sitting on wave plates this whole time, too. I didn't think that would take that long.
Stay behind me.
Yeah, I bet I got some new TDs. Alright, so defeat the TDs. We want... What team are we doing? Sure. We're just trying to get the friendship XP up.
Satisfy my hunger.
Bathe in flames. Painted
I bet I got some new echoes. Alright. Let's look at resonators. Well, Galbrina has intimacy at 5, but the other two still have 4. What else did we want? It feels so good to see the Echo on Activity Point Collection. What did I miss? So it's saying materials are up and XP stuff. I think we need materials still. We're working on...
While the moon cycle, got a long bucket
Lene.
list. Good thing I've got time to check every box.
Yeah. So we're going to the new area. Then we want to run into Forgery Challenge. Yeah, we got double drops. This looks good. This looks like we want, but not the right team. Let's make sure Augusta is not cooked after redoing her numbers. I want to make sure she still feels
Stay
good.
behind me.
So let's go into
Lion
here.
graft you knew.
With style and grace. The moon is full.
Alright. That looks good so far.
Face me.
Oh yeah, Eno just rocked
Settle.
everybody. Alright, so Eno's good.
Keep up.
Keep up indeed. We're gonna see if we can charge up her
Face me.
outro skill.
Be my prey.
There we go.
We bask
In the name
glory.
of glory.
Yeah, that still looks good.
A worthy opponent.
Cancelled my attack and still went right through her.
Pathetic struggle.
Yeah, she feels good still. I don't think I'm missing any numbers. Oh my gosh, we get slapped around though.
Invincible.
Alright, we killed the one. Where's the other one?
In
There you
one
go.
strike.
That's funny, the Toon Great gave him away. Ha! We even got our final strike. Alright, that looks good. Anything else we're missing? We can do that later in the week, that's fine. Pioneer Podcast. Yeah, I bet we did a lot. Alright, claim all. It's so funny to see that big burst go through. Yeah, 3,600 on day 1. That's so nutty. We can check these later. Events, is there anything special going on? 22 days still. 22 days. Oh, 2-day timer? I guess they're removing it with Mornier coming this week. Which reminds me, how are we doing on Convene? Ooh, 7,000. So we're getting it tight, so we might not get her. We're probably not getting her weapon, and might not even get her if we lose 50-50. So this is going to be a tight wishing season. Alright, so next time when we start up playing, we'll start with the exploration quests. Now that I can actually farm echoes again too. Yeah. So I have what, like 800 slots? So that's what we're going to start doing. We're going to start the stream with farming echoes, because I got to farm both Lene's and
Got a long bucket.
Scissors.
So we'll start farming those echoes. And then start doing the quests again. So we'll be back on Wednesday with the Overwatch phase and the reconstruction project. We can finish that up. So it should be fun. If you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to follow my channels. Thanks again to Elmari23 for following tonight on Twitch. That's a huge help. And then thanks to everyone on Kick on yesterday that really exploded my channel. I really appreciated that still. And just have a good night. All right, thanks everyone.
Ever armed, ever burning.
A fresh delicacy.
Back off. Huh.